Maunus, who will present the first academic keynote address. Rachel will be attending UNC Chapel Hill and has not only earned a National Merit Scholarship, but has also been selected for the prestigious Robertson Scholarship Leadership Program. In addition, Rachel also won first place in the prestigious Pathfinder competition in the area of communication. Rachel will be majoring in environmental science. Rachel.
Hello, family, faculty, staff, classmates, Shrey Patel. I'd like to begin with a formal request that everyone turns to the person next to them and gives them a high five. For the rest of you, this would be a good time to clap. More seriously, I want to give an enormous thank you to all of my teachers, and specifically my in-school mothers, Mrs. Hurt, Mrs. Hurd, and Mrs. Jones, who with their positive energy and tremendously large hearts encouraged me to believe in my mind and in my art. To Mr. Savella, who inspired me through every existential conversation and composting tip, and most importantly, to my mom and dad, who are the weirdest, most loving people I know, for all of their support and poorly timed puns and everything else that made me who I am. To my sister, for showing me the definition of unconditional love, even when I thought I was too cool for sibling sing-alongs. And to my grandma for being here tonight, and my grandpa who would have loved to be here. Today, I will attempt to honor his favorite phrase, seek the truth and speak the truth. When I was a freshman, I had absolutely no idea what I would be passionate about by the time I graduated. So I signed up for every single sport and club and ridiculously overcompensated my fear of missing out. Now, if you have seen me attempt to walk quickly without running out of breath, you know that I did not do every single sport I signed up for. In fact, I did one sport for one season before realizing one very crucial fact. I can run voter registration drives, not so much sprints. What I'm trying to say here is that even though my involvement began on a superficial level, I ended up so deeply ingrained in a community of passionate people because I chose to participate. And more importantly than choosing to participate, I chose not to be a bystander in my classrooms or clubs or greater community. I learned that every time you look the other way, you make a conscious decision that you can be held accountable for the consequences of your inaction. See, in addition to my lack of athletic abilities, the few things I remember about my freshman year self is she loved Blink-182 and hated history. I mean, absolutely despised history. Who cares, she would say. It already happened, move on. But what I learned, half from my history classes and half from my involvement in our community, is that history is our sense of home. It's this idea that we're laying on top of millions of stories and simultaneously becoming the ground in which all of those after us, whether it be next year or hundreds of years from now, will rest on. See, reflecting on our history, which is riddled with those who chose to opt out of politics, I found it difficult to not make my speech political. Because regardless of what you choose to be passionate about, there is no way to stay out of politics. In the next 4 years, 17 million students will become eligible to vote. And together, we have the power to shape the world we want to live in. When witnessing injustice or threatening behavior, the choice to remain a bystander is the choice to remain silent. Our class has been called to action by the tragedies in Parkland, Georgia, Michigan, Alabama, and Santa Fe, among so many others. So to my radiant, kind-hearted class of 2018, I challenge you to be anything you want to be, as long as you choose not to be silent. I urge you tonight and tomorrow and every single day to come to be aware that you are making history in all of the positive and negative ways, and to make the conscious decision to be a positive contributor to our historical narrative by being everything from writers to nurses to educators, anything but a bystander. I have had the honor of getting to know this class, and I've found my home among intelligent, genuine, incredible people. I cannot wait to see where the future takes us. But for now, we enjoy this beautiful moment, as it is soon to become its own piece of history.